Okay, I'm gonna need you to stop overthinking and just do whatever you wanted to do. Just do it. Like, it's that simple, you know? Because if you think about it, it's really a cycle. You start overthinking about things you can't do, things you don't want to do, and then you're like, and you just leave it aside. You're like, I'll do it later, whether it be homework, whether it be like that side project you wanted to do. You're just like, nah, you're worrying too many about too many things that sometimes are out of your control, and you haven't even gotten to the step that you're so worried about, right? Like, I can say when I first wanted to do content, I was really worried about like showing my face. I'd be like, okay, what would people think? Should I really show my face? Is that I was thinking about the backlash, and all these things. I was just thinking. I was like, I can't do it, right? And then eventually I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna just do it. And I just started doing things, and somehow they just fell into place. And you know what, I can't even explain how, but things just worked out, or I made it work out, right? So my thing is that if you want to really do something, just start it. Just don't think about it and just do it. Start today, and then what differentiates you from others is going to be whether you stick with it. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they start something, right? And they end up like midway giving up, right? Or they do it, they don't see the results, but they don't try to improve. They don't try to make it so, the thing they're doing is getting better over time, whether they're improving or not. It's like they don't really care. They just start it and they just don't do it. And even if they do it, they just don't. Even if they're doing it, they're not doing it the correct way. They're not improving their craft as they go, right? There's like a saying like that. If you have 10,000 hours on anything, you are going to be, even from like day zero where you started, you're going to be way better at 10,000 hours of whatever you're doing, whether it's art, content, editing, whatever, right? Because you learn along the way, right? Even even like even if it's like not even 1 hour, 1,000, 10,000 hours, even if you take an hour every single day to do something, eventually you're gonna notice by day 30, when you compare yourself to day one, you're gonna see you've improved a lot, right? So many times it's not about whether you can do it or not. You just gotta start it and just do it, and things are gonna fall into place, hopefully, right? And that's pretty much where most people end up failing. They just don't end up doing. You gotta start. You gotta take that first step. But once you take that first step, you gotta keep going. You know, that's that's I think what a lot of people struggle at is discipline and consistency. If you have those two things, I think anyone, literally anyone can do this. And if they have discipline and consistency, they can make anything work. It's literally hard work because some days, look, I don't feel like doing anything, but I keep going because I know that I need to be consistent in what I'm doing, and it's part of my dedication, right? That's like what I think separates me from others, right? Some people might be like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm just not gonna do it today," you know. I don't, I don't, I don't want to do that because I'm like, if I don't do it, then I'm not gonna improve. And I'm not gonna get better at whatever I'm trying to do, and it's just a cycle. And I'm like, oh, I'm starting to overthink. I'm like, oh, I didn't do it, and then it's like, you humans are really really weak to their desires. Okay, so since they're so weak to their desires, that little break is gonna be like, oh, what if I take another break, and or say, no, instead of doing it today, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you're gonna say, oh, I'll do it next month, right? We just keep like offsetting it. Like, that's not what you want to do. If you offset it, you're never gonna end up doing it. And then once you do it, you gotta stick with it. If you don't stick with it, you're not gonna see results, right? Results don't come instantly. I mentioned this in a previous video, how like patience is a virtue, right? It's like you're gonna have to put in the work, and hopefully you're gonna see results, right? Because there's also luck part of it, but if you don't even try in the first place, you how are you gonna get opportunities or any sort of luck to happen, right? Like, say you're trying to draw something, right? And then you accidentally, I don't know, or you just sell it, and then you find a buyer, and you're like, oh, I love your work, and then you get recognized, and then there you go, opportunity, right? I'm just giving an example. There's probably a better example, but that's pretty much it. You just gotta do it and stick with it. That's if you want to succeed, you just gotta stick with something. Just do something that you really want to do and stick with it, and you're gonna succeed. That's a really super simple formula, and I promise you, it works. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Hopefully, perhaps daily upload. I'm not sure yet. I'm so focused on school content, like my main channel, and then also trying to expand my main channel in a way, and doing like start a third channel. I don't know, it's chaotic, but hopefully I can do these videos. I do like talking, but time is of the essence. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.